Mr. Anise Blemur, author of A Balanced Life.
I mentioned 4 elements in the book. They all have a different position in your life. So I continue writing. I say, no, you're not going to stop. You're not going to give up. And I started working on talking to people. This position show, it is tough. It is hard. It is difficult. Balance life. Let's balance life. Let's balance life. And thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. We're back now and ready for Mr. Anise Blemur, author of A Balanced Life. Let's welcome him back now. All right, Mr. Blemur.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure for me to be here to talk about A Balanced Life, a book that I've written and published in 2011. When I published the book, I would say it was hard for me to publish this book because it was mostly about my life, about a story that I had to share. And it was a difficult story. It started really with difficulties. The reason I say that, it was because of those situations that I had to say to myself, hey, wait a minute. You can balance it all. You can make a change. Because if you look at the book, it has 4 elements in front of it. You remember them? Spirituality, education, economy, and emotion. So I started with the spiritual. I said, God, when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to be a new person. And that's when it started. So from spirituality, which renews you, daytime comes in, that's the educational time. You see it? The educational time. Because if you look at a child has nothing, when you were a baby, you can't do nothing for yourself. This is your spiritual time as a person, as a human. Because somebody got to help you. Mom, dad, the guardian, whoever has to help you. Because that's the spiritual time when you grow up. Now, when you're growing. Now, later, what do you do with a child? Normally, coming from Haiti was difficult. Not all of us find education. But usually with a child, you have to send him where? Or her? To school. That's the educational time. Same thing as you, as a grown-up. When you wake up in the morning and being renewed, what do? Turn on the TV, check out what's going on, information, or go to school. Yes? So that's the time I say, this is the time when you look at it as a watch, which is also in the book. So right after this, after school, after education, after you earn a degree, what do they expect from you people? Work. Making the money. So if you look at it, they have a specific position in your mind, in your brain, because yes, spirituality is here, education is here, but right after you have to go to work, make that money. But what happened after? After you make all that money, what happened? You become either too old to work, or you have enough to what? Retire. And that's the emotional time I mentioned. That's in that dimension of life, okay? When you start after 50 years old to 60, during that age, you are willing to retire. So if you look, there is moments into balancing life. There's time included into balancing life. There are times in life you have to realize, wait a minute, this is the time to do this. This is the time to do this. This is the time to do that. And that's how I teach. As a financial coach, I tell my clients, look, I'm going to make you rich. You can forget about that. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to lead the path. And later we'll talk about real estate. And I'll show you doing real estate right now how you can be successful. But that's the second part of the book. That's the second part of balancing life. But I tell my clients, before I even talk about money, we got to talk about what? Balance. Well, again, I'm back. And this is one of the promises that I'm fulfilling. I mentioned education several times when I was talking about the book. And in my prayer, I always wanted to be part of this system when it comes for educating people and especially kids. Because I've learned as an accountant and also as a tax preparer, it's difficult, it's very difficult to give what you know or what you've learned to someone who has already passed 20 years old. It is real because I experienced it as a professor, as a teacher. So I've always prayed to have in my system or in a group of kids whom I could teach and give them what I've learned and also help them understand the world and what God has given them as a gift. Therefore, when I came with the idea of opening a private school, all my teams, including Crystal, of course, encourage me to do it. And we do it as a not-for-profit organization where AB, Anise Blemur Institute, is an actual institute where we not only teaching, but also we're studying what we're doing. Which means I follow my child, I follow every child everywhere they go, or everywhere she goes or he goes. What I mean by that is, the plan is to, once they come to our system, we follow them all the way. And Crystal will tell you more about this, what we mean by follow all the way. Okay? Another thing we do, we study, we can study a system. For example, right now, we are studying how to implant the tax system, which is called income tax, the tax system in Haiti. Because Haiti doesn't have an income tax system. They have a tax system, but it's not like America. Did you know that? Where at the end of the year, you have the opportunity to report and then get some money back. They don't have that. They have something called will receive. They never receive it, okay? So the reality is hard, but it is real. So I'm studying that because, again, my background is in accounting and taxing, in the taxation. So I'm studying that. I have several countries that I'm putting together. The Norway, Norwegian country. I'm looking at Canada, who has almost the same system with America. America, of course, and Dominican Republic, because it's close to us. They do have a tax system, but they haven't. I don't think they receive money yet. But my point is, there's several countries are putting together so we could put something into Haiti's system. So the institute is here to help not only the kids themselves, but to study a country, for example, Haiti, or to study the Caribbean, because in the Caribbean, they don't have that system. So that's why we call it the AB Institute, because we do a lot of studies, but in what we know or what we think we know. So that's why I need your help, okay? As a not-for-profit, you can help, you can give donation, you can send money to us. We have, 501c3 paper. So it's a good thing for you to listen to what we're about to say and what we do, okay? Again, welcome, Crystal. It's a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
I know when I asked you to come, you started shaking and all that, but look at you. You're completed. Here's my first question.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, and I asked the same thing with my other agent, what do you think about AB Institute?
Well, I think it's a great system. I don't think there are many schools around like us. I will formally introduce the school. Basically, we have ABI, Anise Blemur Institute, and there are two tiers basically underneath it. We have ABI, the Technical Institute, which we offer, like you said, the real estate school. You can get licensed in real estate. We offer computer courses for people who aren't too tech savvy. We offer bookkeeping courses. You can become an insurance agent if you needed to. And then we have the private school. So for the private school, it's a K through 12 Christian-based individualized curriculum. And from the private school, what he meant by we follow our kids is that once they graduate, they can then attend our technical institute and come out young, under 20 years old, with a trade, which I think is very important these days, you know.
So when you say trade, would you consider one of our children who left AB Institute with a certificate in taxation or in bookkeeping? Would you think that he or she will be ready for this world, at least for a start?
Well, I think so. A lot of what this world is financials. I know it's only 1/4 of the aspect, but it's a very important aspect. So
yeah.
I think with that, it would be very beneficial to them. They can even work in our firm if they needed to. You know, we have multiple branches. We have accounting, we have insurance, we have so many different aspects, and we can always use help. So they can even become employed with us.
One of the things we didn't mention, especially for the education system, we also encourage parents who have kids with disabilities.
Yes.
Or have some kind of deficiencies learning. We help them, the system that we have, help them grow and manage faster to get to the level that they can be. Some of them will never, and unfortunately, yes, some of them will never graduate. Get to it because of what but the trade that we have, we know that they can do at least one thing. Even if they do not graduate or they cannot go into college because of their disabilities, but we can give them a certificate from our trades, and then they can earn money right there.
Yes.
So I think that's important to mention. When it comes for educating our kids, there's no child left
behind.
I can hear you. There's no child left behind. Hi, I'm Blemur. I'm the author of A Balanced Life, How to Achieve Success in Every Area of Your Life. When you read this book, you will see it's about 4 elements. 4 elements, the one that's spirituality, education, emotion, and economy. And within 24 hours, listen, within 24 hours, you can balance your own life. We're talking about balancing life and being successful. Keep in mind, I've written this book. I've read it several times because it helped me balance my life and become successful. Now, this is not about me anymore. This book is yours. This is your book. You need to pick it up as soon as possible. And I know it's going to be like a compass for your life to become successful. I'm a financial coach myself, okay? I've helped people achieve success, but with this book, it has become more efficient and much faster. This is not just a book. This is a tool that will help you change your life for the better. As you know, purchasing a piece of real estate, from purchasing a piece of land to purchase a mansion, is making a big decision in your life. So if we talk about real estate, it's not just to talk about making money, but it's talking about decision, okay? Making a decision. And we talked earlier about this. Making the decision in your personal life is as important as making a business decision. And when we study a few books, you can see in how they put how philosophers, I would say practitioners and people who study a lot, how they put a lot of emphasis on making decisions. That's what they call the decision-making process. Have you heard of that? Great. So today, one thing we put for you, we bring forth for you is purchasing a property, or either investors or an individual who wants to purchase a home. Donc, I've called upon Joanne to help me in that subject, that matter, and I will ask her a few questions. And of course, she will answer. But later, we will have time to ask me questions and to ask her questions on an individual basis, okay? So, Joanne, as I mentioned, I call you Joanne instead of Miss Taibo. I want you to be more comfortable.
Sure, that's okay.
Okay. What do you think about the settings of our office, which means how do we put people comfortable when it comes to buying and selling properties?
Thank you, Mr. Blemur, for having me. And here at Super Tree Real Estate, which is one of the branch of our company, we have a team of agents that are there, bilinguals, to help you with your real estate needs. And in our system, we have access to foreclosure properties, distressed properties, which are cheaper and allows people to, you buy them cheaper and then you renovate them to your liking. And usually it comes out to a better deal for our buyers. Also, we have access to the multiple listing, which is where all the realtors in the state of Florida and also outside of the state of Florida and even outside of the United States. So we do purchase and selling properties in the island, for example, of Haiti and also Jamaica. And so that we have access to all these properties that are available for purchasing and also selling.
Oh, great. Now, when you say outside the country, let's say if an investor wants to purchase a piece of land in Dominican Republic, I've done it, but do our agents now have the possibility to do this or to tell other investors they can come if they want to purchase outside?
Absolutely. Through the marketing system that we have online and on the radio and also on television, we do put a listing of those properties and lands in the Dominican Republic, also in Haiti, and also in Jamaica. We do have them advertised, we market them for investors out of the country and also investors inside the United States to have access to those listings.
So basically what we're saying here is like whoever wants to purchase a piece of property, or whoever wants to purchase in here or outside, the office can help them.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's very good.
Yes, we are knowledgeable in those areas and able to guide people through those processes.
Now, one thing I wanted to ask you is, would the investor from 2005, let's say that we know before the market crash, people were making a lot of money.
Yes.
Would you tell them, would you say that if they come and purchase right now in 2013, would they find the same opportunity, or is it going to be better? Or what would you tell an investor now if they were to purchase?
Well, as a lot of people like to say, it is a buyer's time. Okay, it's time for buyers to buy. And what I found is the end users are kind of still skeptical because of the market crash back in 2005 and 6. However, the market has gotten strong and is getting stronger. So the investors are really taking great advantage of the opportunities that are available right now for them to purchase properties, and they repair them, they rehab them, and then they resell them. So it is a very strong market at this point for investors as well as end users to purchase.
Well, thank you. I know one thing I want to mention is investors now, like Joanne said, they're really buying, and as you know, many people lost their property. So when it comes for having a good credits, they don't have good credit, so they're into renting. So those who are buying, for example, condominium, they're buying rental properties, they're doing really good now because they buy it, fix it, and rent them or lease them, and then they make their money. So again, whether you buy to sell or buying to rent or to keep it for a longer period, you are making your money. This is an opportunity for you to make money, to buy and then do whatever you want right now with the property that you buy, either to sell it or to keep
To
it for
buy.
rental, you are making money. You are on your investment. I think that's a good thing. Do you have another? You're
Yeah,
going to say something else?
I wanna emphasize that we are agent, buying agent and selling agent as
Okay,
well.
so you are
we
buying
help.
agents and selling agents.
Yes, so we
Okay.
help people that are buying, and also we help people that need to sell their property. So we do help the investors to buy, and we help them with property management, because they buy, they rehab, and then they rent them. So we help them with the property management part as well. And also we help buyers find those properties to buy.
Okay, now we're back again. This time with our Q&A for Mr. Blemur and Miss Crystal Diaz. Okay, also Joanne Thibault, yes, excuse me. Okay, so from our audience, Miss Mia, come forth. She had a question a moment ago. What's your question?
My question is, after the kids graduate, are the grades accreditable to go to a college?
The grades are credible to go to a college. We actually have a booklet for all schools throughout the U.S. and actually internationally where colleges would accept them. It's definitely accredited. I know right off the top of my head, I think FIU,
And
Miami-Dade, all the Miami-Dade colleges, University of Miami, I think FSU. There are lots of colleges that do accept our
Right here.
curriculum.
FAU, Florida Atlantic University, Barry University, private and public colleges.
Yeah, I'll definitely get you one of those flyers so you can see where they're accepted. Okay, no problem.
Wonderful, thank you. Our next question, Ms. Candace. Okay, and what's your question?
Yes, I have a question. I have a 2-year-old, and I was wondering, what is the actual steps you have to take to get your child enrolled in a school like that, and what is the nearest school? Because I live in Sarasota, Florida. What is the nearest school in that area?
You want to take that one?
Sure. Number one, the system, the ACE system is throughout Florida. We can get you a list of the schools where we can, if you're not in North Miami where our school is, we can get you a list of where you can take your school to a Christian school where they teach the ACE program, okay? If you have a 2-year-old, there are 2 types of settings in the school. The one for the kindergarten and up to what age again? 4, 5. And then you have a second setting from the age of 6 to 18. So those are the only ones you have. So let's assume you have your child, 2-year-old. We have a testing system for them too. And then she will be or he will be in the setting from from 1 year or 0, yes, like a daycare type, yes.
And as far as enrolling, as you asked, the steps, they come in just like private school. You register, you get them their physical, all those steps. We actually offer scholarships, McCain Step-Up scholarships for people who, if you need help with that. So we would enroll you in that and see if we can get you approved. It's pretty basic. It goes through like that, but that's pretty much it.
So the 2-year-old, we have a setting for that too. We have a setting for that, for this age,
Wonderful.
if you want to do that.
Thank you.
No
welcome.
problem.
You know what, I have a couple of questions quickly for
Yeah.
Miss Joanne with the real estate.
Okay.
Do you ever hold what I would call open house seminars or workshops just to inform the general public, to get them comfortable with coming forth and asking their questions as well?
Sure. What we do is housing counseling. So what we do is for people that new buyers that need information on how the process go and what do they need to be qualified and how long it will take for them to actually purchase a home. So we hold housing counseling workshop where they
Okay.
come and learn all that information.
Wonderful, okay.
Also,
good.
on the other side, we also offer seminars for investors or people
Yes.
who wants to invest. We have for beginners, for intermediate, and for advanced, in the sense that those who are already in the business and who wants to know how to buy properties with no money, we can help you do
Okay.
that. We have also a way to help them invest in tax, what do you call,
Tax shelters
tax,
or?
buying real estate through the tax system, like
Ah,
property
okay.
tax. system. That means you can purchase properties from the courthouse. We have seminars for that. We also have seminars for people who wants to know where to find private money.
Yes.
We teach them how to get money. So it's all that.
We actually have an unlimited, like, there's so many different seminars that we
That was my
have, and workshops.
next
They
question.
are, oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, we come up with them off the bat, depending on what's necessary and whatever people ask for, we try to cover that. We try to create seminars to educate our city, our state, anyone it can reach out to, actually. And something we actually didn't touch on is Mr. Blemur here, jack of all trades. He does have, he has AB Consulting and Accounting Services, which we provide accounting, bookkeeping, all different types of budgeting, anything you can think of that has to do with financials, really consulting. We do
We
that.
can do a 4-hour setting. We do 8-hour setting. We do 2-day seminars. And right now, they can even get their CE, their continuing education for IRS. For example, let's say you are a CPA or you are an enrolled agent. You can come to our settings, to AB Institute, and you can do your continuing education credit for IRS, just as you can do your continuing education for your
The real estate.
license, your real estate license.
Why are these people so happy? They had their taxes done at AB Tax Center.
You guys are awesome.
And we got a check so fast.
Gracias, AB.
Se nos hizo fácil.
Hi, this is Blemur from AB Tax Center. We really do take your tax return very seriously. Remember, tax season is here. To get the most of your return, call AB Tax Center today.
Call 305-653-5295 or go to abfinancials.com.
Hi, I'm Blemur. I'm the author of A Balanced Life, How to Achieve Success in Every Area of Your Life. When you read this book, you will see it's about 4 elements. 4 elements, the one that's spirituality, education, emotion, and economy. And within 24 hours, listen, within 24 hours, you can balance your own life. We're talking about balancing life and being successful. Keep in mind, I've written this book. I've read it several times because it helped me balance my life and become successful. Now, this is not about me anymore. This book is yours. This is your book. You need to pick it up as soon as possible. And I know it's going to be like a compass for your life to become successful. I am a financial coach myself, okay? I've helped people achieve success, but with this book, it has become more efficient and much faster. This is not just a book. This is a tool that will help you change your life for the better.